Ooh. Focus. So, what on earth made those scratches on my truck? There's always just been something neat about watching a spring storm roll in. I mean, just look at that. It's just cool, the power of nature. You know, especially a spring storm like this, where everything's starting to green up. It's kind of exciting. The catfish are going to start biting, the crappies start to spawn, the grass starts to grow, the allergies get bad, the mosquitoes come out. You know, I mean, there's just something about it. So, anyway, there's one thing I've always enjoyed, it's just watching a spring storm roll in. Can you see them? There they are. There's the turkeys. They are going like crazy right now. It is about to storm too. You can see them just there, they're skylined. And I think I'm about to get wet, so I'm out of here. So anyway, this is what a spring storm in southern Illinois looks like. That's not actually snow. That is all hail. Here comes the rain. The hail and everything fell in about 5 minutes. My gutter is overflowing. Full of ice. Anyway, nice little spring storm we have here. My yard is now flooded. About 5 minutes. And this is why I don't have nice vehicles. Because you can't keep them nice. Alright, so that whole deal lasted about 15 minutes. Just looked at the rain gauge. What got in the rain gauge was 1.5 inches. So, you know, there is my front yard. That's what happens whenever you get, I'd say 2 inches. I'd say 1/2 inch didn't get in the rain gauge. And snow cone, anybody? All right, well, spring storm in southern Illinois. Ow. Okay, so about a month or so ago, I put up a video and it was titled After Season Trap Prep. And admittedly, it was not one of the better videos that I had put up. You know, there wasn't a whole bunch of information. It wasn't really interesting, you know, everything else. But I had so many questions that I felt I needed to put the video up, you know, just to kind of show. So I didn't really like the video, but you know, I put it up anyway. So anyway, in that video, I showed a bunch of scratches on my truck, and I kind of just said, you know, take a guess at what made these, this, that, and the other. So anyway, that video's been up for a month, and I just looked at it, and it has had 4,807 views. In those views, there were 48 people that commented. And so I kind of hinted around, you know, what do you think made this in the video? The video is long and drawn out and everything else. So what happened was about 3 years ago, I was trapping this pasture. And this pasture had a couple of horses in it. And I'd never really had a problem with this. And there was a little creek that ran through the pasture, everything else. I was trapping coons and I made a couple coyote sets and everything else. And I had permission. I got through the gate, went back down to the creek. The creek was at the end of this draw there. And I made my sets. And I'd been in there for a couple days and the horses had been meandering around and nothing had happened. And so I come out and I come in one day, check my sets. I go down in the creek and I come up to the back up to my truck, you know, and I see these two horses, and one of them standing at the very back of my truck, about the camper shell, and the other one's right there by the hood. I didn't think nothing of it, and I come walking up a little further, and all of a sudden I hear this bang, 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 and I look, and I would clap my hands, but I'm a little preoccupied. But one of the horses had taken his head, and it was smashing his head onto the hood of my truck and dragging his teeth down the hood. There you go. That's what made the scratches. It was a horse. I've talked to some other people. I've heard it's called cupping. I've heard different things, like they see the reflection and everything else. So, you know, I don't know what it was, but he decided to pound his head into the hood of my truck and then drag his teeth. So anyway, that is what made it. It was a horse. I was surprised at a lot of the comments. A bobcat scratching, that was a lot of them. A bear, I can kind of see that. I don't live around where there's bears, but a bear was a lot of them. A lot of different other weird ones. So anyway, out of those 48 people that commented, or 48 comments, Dennis Myers, you hit the nail on the head. You got it. And Vince Tomlinson, you also. You were the only two people that guessed it, so shout out to you guys. I guess you've been around. Anyway, thought I'd share that with you. I kind of thought I'd do a follow-up video. Anyway, also, some of you may have noticed that I snapped a number 3 Bridger on my hand at the beginning of this video, right there. You can see I'm still alive. There's no blood. I'm not losing a finger, and you know, this is a fair size trap. Nothing's happened. You can see right there, left a little indent on my fingers where it stabbed me. I'm still good to go. So finally, PETA, you can suck it. Till next time. What you guys didn't see was it took me 4 takes to make this video.